Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolfpack is gathering and starting to howl in Carter-Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. This game could have a huge impact on the trajectory of both teams' seasons as each are trying to break into the top 25. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Yellow Jackets will get us started with the opening kickoff. And here he comes out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ready to fire from the pistol. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is a type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
It's a draw. He's past the 30. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
Handoff to the single running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. And the defense drags him down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
what to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run the option. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you can tell he made them pay with a big gain down the field.
NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Rayner. He makes it grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, NC State.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Goes to the option. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll run the option. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Trying to get the corner. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
On the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and 1 situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got an open man. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, NC State.
After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Rayner. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Under fire. The throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
NC State has to come up with a big play on third and long. He wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Breaks into the open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. Third and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Anderson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Gets the back moving. Direct snap. It's Wilson. He wants it all. It will fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be 2nd down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. The Hawkeyes have been hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 7 over Northern Illinois. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Marshall. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Now on the option. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Got it, looking for the first down. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Pulls it in at the 25. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They want to run this quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. To the air, it's Rayner. Punts it out of the air. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down, first down, first down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bring in the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lyons. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Extending the play. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. A run for the quarterback. That's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. He's loose down the left side. The 20. Inside the touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Once he got some room, it was over.
Never quit on a play because you never know what will happen. How about him breaking the long run? I love the effort by the defense. Trailing him, getting there, and then they get to him and they make the big fumble. But how about the lucky break? The bounce towards the offensive player. He scoops it up, rolls into the end zone. What a big momentum-changing play.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy. Isn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. He might want another play. Looks as if he's going to run it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass. It's Raider. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He's got it on the right. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. They set up some field position. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets the first down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Got his man down the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's King. Here's a heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. We've got a timeout from the kicking team. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it slips just inside that right upright. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And the Yellow Jackets with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
So the offense will go for it around midfield. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
To the air, it's Rayner. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Lions. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Rides the back and leaves it. Gets away from one. He's got space. Turning it on. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Great job by the back on the option.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas Tech is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Red Raiders offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 24 over Sam Houston. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Liz?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. They'll try to outflank him with the jet sweep. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
I like this idea by the offense, using the jet sweep. And you're trying to take a receiver with all of his speed and get him on the outside and get him in space. They put so much stress on a defense, I'd expect to see this offense dial the play up more.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Trying to make magic with his feet. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that 1st down. He's just playing above the X's and O's.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Man, just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. 1st down.
The Yellow Jackets are flying down the field. The give to the tailback. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The option look. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Back to pass, it's King. And it's incomplete on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Off play action on first down. He's looking deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. On the ground, it's Jackson. Pick up a 5. It'll be third down and 5.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Anderson. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
I hate the coverage on that third down, guys. There's just way too much cushion, making it too easy between the QB and receiver there. The next time they get in a third down situation, similar down and distance, they've got to play press coverage and make this offense earn it.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. They'll leave it with him. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Oh, he's got some space. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Wilson. It's complete on the right side. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
On the direct snap, it's Wilson.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Wilson. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Interesting decision here if you're the head coach. Just try to run it on third down. No can do. You've got the touchdown lead, but you really could make a statement. You could really seize a lot of momentum here early in the second half. If you go for it and hit, and lead by 14, that's a whole different ballgame.
They can make this a two-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And I love these goal-to-go situations. Give it to your QB. Don't do any of the read stuff. Don't do any of this stuff that takes time. Go now, get downhill, follow your blocks, and get in the end zone. Nice decisiveness by the QB.
And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quarter coming. On the option, it's King. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
28, Georgia Tech, 13.
And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. Fighting off the defender.
Hey, I like this by the offense. Nice job of not forcing it, having to throw the football. Now you make it third and manageable and put your offense in a better position to succeed. That's a nice second down play.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first and 10. Trying to get the edge on the right. At midfield, he's got room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. They'll send the back in motion. Here's the fly sweep. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4.
And offenses are majoring in this now, right? They know the jet sweep was a big part of what they do, how the defense is going to respond, and they're just going to give it to you over and over again, see what you do for it. Nice job by the defense. They didn't give up a big play, but they're always looking to set up that next play and how to attack the edges of a defense.
On the option. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run the option. offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution.
Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Goes to the option. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Fires to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. They'll try to run for it. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Offense facing fourth down.
They'll try to move the chains on fourth down. NC State comes to the line. Quarterback keeper. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss Coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
And everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
Motion from the back. They'll run the option. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Back to pass, it's King. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Make great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win first and second down, bring their dime personnel on the field third and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football, and they get a critical.
There he goes. Touchdown, NC State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Oh, and that elusive victory is oh so close if they can hang on till the end. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Got room at the 35. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's King. Makes the catch. It's Marshall. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple of possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. So that... He's going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Runs through the tackle. Got enough space. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And the beatdown has ensued. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by just 2 over Louisiana. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the option. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Fly sweep coming. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
Ball Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's King. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Special teams proving to be special. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4. And they finish it off with a touchdown and seal up this game.
Yeah, this might be what you call garbage time, and it might not really matter because you know the game's out of reach, but I like it. Keep executing. Keep finding some more plays. Hey, maybe you find a play later on down the season you might come back to and say, hey, this actually worked in this situation.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.